noticed that some properties seem to create confidence immediately? Buyers walk through, ask few questions, spend more time imagining themselves there, and move toward a decision quickly. Meanwhile, another property with a similar price, square footage, and even similar location creates hesitation. The difference usually isn't what most people think. It's often not the floor plan. It's not always the updates, and it's not necessarily the price. More often, it's trust. Buyers trust some properties faster than others. The question is, why? Most buyers aren't just evaluating a property, they're evaluating uncertainty. Every property creates a series of questions in a buyer's mind. Some properties answer those questions quickly. Others create more questions than answers. That's where hesitation begins. This is important because trust forms before analysis is complete. People often think buyers carefully analyze every detail and then decide how they feel. In reality, the process usually happens in the opposite direction. First comes a feeling of confidence or uncertainty. Then comes the analysis that supports it. When buyers walk through a property, they're asking themselves trust questions like, has this property been cared for? What am I missing? Is there something I'm not seeing? Will this become a problem later? Am I making a mistake? Those questions are often subconscious. The property is either reducing uncertainty or increasing it. Trust grows when uncertainty decreases. One of the biggest reasons buyers trust certain properties faster is because the property sends confidence signals. These are small things that collectively communicate. This property has been thoughtfully maintained. Examples include clean presentation, consistent maintenance, functioning systems, fresh paint, quality lighting, organized spaces, clear sight lines, and reduced clutter. None of those individually guarantee a sale. Collectively, they reduce friction. When friction decreases, trust increases. Now, let's look at the opposite. Some properties unintentionally build uncertainty signals. Examples include unfinished projects, deferred maintenance, inconsistent updates, visible wear, confusing rooms, strong personalization, and clutter. The challenge is that buyers rarely isolate those items individually. Instead, they create a general feel. The buyer leaves saying, something felt off. Often they can't fully explain why. What they're describing is uncertainty. One of the most increasing things about buyer behavior is what I call trust transfer. When buyers see evidence that an owner has consistently cared for a property, they begin assuming positive things about areas they haven't even inspected yet. The opposite is also true. If buyers notice neglected items early in a showing, they begin wondering what else may have been overlooked. This doesn't mean the property is in poor condition. It means perception starts shaping interpretation. And perception really matters. So why do buyers trust some properties faster than others? Because trust is often created through consistency, not perfection. Buyers aren't necessarily looking for flawless properties. They're looking for properties that feel understandable and make sense and create fewer unanswered questions. This matters for both buyers and sellers. For buyers, understanding this helps separate emotional reactions from actual facts. A beautifully presented property still needs proper due diligence. For sellers, understanding this helps focus preparation efforts where they matter most. The goal isn't creating a perfect property, it's reducing unnecessary uncertainty. Presentation supports trust. Trust supports confidence. Confidence supports stronger decisions. I often see this in Franklin and Williamson County. Two properties may be similarly priced. One creates immediate confidence while the other creates hesitation. The difference is rarely one dramatic feature. It's usually dozens of small signals working together. The well-positioned property feels easier to understand. The buyer doesn't spend energy trying to solve a puzzle. Instead, they spend energy imagining their future there. That's a very different experience. This extends beyond real estate. People trust situations that feel clear. They hesitate when things feel uncertain. The same principle applies to neighborhoods, businesses, relationships, and major decisions. Clarity reduces friction. Friction creates hesitation. The properties that earn trust fastest are usually the ones that make decision-making simple, not because they're perfect, but because they're easier to interpret. If you're preparing to sell, one of the most valuable questions isn't, what upgrades should I make? A better question is, what might be creating uncertainty for buyers in my property? That shift often changes where preparation efforts should be focused. If you'd like help evaluating how buyers may interpret your property relative to competing options in today's market, I'm always happy to help think through that clearly.